All right, it's time for another hieroglyph. So what is this crisscrossy thing? That's what we'll get into in just a moment. Welcome to Voices of Ancient Egypt. If you're new here, I'd love it if you'd click subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss future videos like this one. All right, so what is this hieroglyph? This is basically a piece of cord, like rope or something like that, crisscrossed with the ends facing upwards. Now, this is not to be confused with a hieroglyph that looks identical to this, but with the ends of the cords pointing down, which is a different sign and has a different sound value. So this sign, since it's a chord, you might guess that it can actually function as a determinative in words related to chords. And if you're not familiar with what a determinative is, I recommend you pick up my free half-hour hieroglyphs guide, which I'll link in the description. But more often, it's actually used for the sound values of shes. So that is our shin or kind of S, like we talked about in the last video, and then a regular S after it. So this can show up in a number of words that have these sounds, of course, but one of the most common words that you will see it in is the word for Egyptian alabaster, a material that they made a lot of very fine, small objects like vases and so forth out of. And this word could be spelled a number of different ways, sometimes spelled out more fully with the single consonant signs for shes. And sometimes I trip over that one. And with this as a sort of determinative or complement after it, but oftentimes they will actually write it with just this one hieroglyph. And you'll especially see this in the so-called offering formula, which we've been looking at a lot recently. This is one of the most common offerings you'll see in the offering formula. We've talked recently about oxen and fowl, of course, and oftentimes alabaster comes right after those ones in that list. All right, I'll see you in the next video.